Well, hello guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Josh Talks Football. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Before we get into the video, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on those post notifications so you never miss another video. Now the 2024-2025 season is here. Leave a like on this video and comment down below what you think, as today it is here. The Premier League returns Friday, 16th of August. Manchester United versus Fulham at Old Trafford at 8 p.m. On the Saturday, 12:30, Ipswich v Liverpool. 3 p.m, Arsenal v Wolves, Everton v Brighton, Newcastle v Southampton, Nottingham Forest v Bournemouth, and 5:30 West Ham v Aston Villa. The Sunday, it is Brentford v Crystal Palace at 2 and Chelsea v Man City, the blockbuster at 4:30. And Monday, 19th of August, Leicester City versus Tottenham Hotspur to wrap it all up. So, yes, let's get into this. I'll be doing one of these every single match day 1 all the way to match day 38. I'll be doing it for the FA Cup from round 3, Carabao Cup from round 3 as well. Champions League I'll do as soon as the fixtures are announced. Europa League and Conference League as well, as and when we get around to that. So let's start with the first game, Manchester United taking on Fulham. Now, Manchester United have made some great signings. Joshua Zirkzee, of course, has joined Matthias de Ligt and Mazraoui, both from Bayern Munich, 2 signings as well as Lenny Yoro. So it is, quite strong signings, 2 from Bayern Munich, 1 from Bologna. And sorry, off the top of my head, can't remember where Lenny Yoro came from. Now, Fulham, they sold Paulinho to Bayern Munich, actually, but they've signed Emil Smith-Rowe from Arsenal, and they do have Muniz, Iwobi, and Adama Traore, who wants a comeback season. Bernd Leno is in goal, of course. He not a failure at Arsenal, but he did fail at Arsenal and fell up the pecking order. Timothy Castagna is at right back, of course, as well. For Manchester United, you've got the likes of Kobe Mainu, Alejandro Garnacho, Amad Diallo, as well as the experienced Bruno Fernandes, Mazraoui, Lisandro Martinez as well. However, are Fulham on paper strong enough for this? I don't think so. Manchester United, many people are saying they could go on to get 2nd or 3rd in the season. I think maybe they could get 3rd. I've actually predicted them to get 3rd. And in this game, I just don't think Fulham can get anywhere near Manchester United. I'm going to go Manchester United 3, Fulham 1. I do think Fulham will score to level the game, but it will be Manchester United traffic. And that's what I'm going to say. Manchester United 3, Fulham 1. Coming up tomorrow, of course, Ipswich Town host Liverpool at 12:30 p.m. And this is going to be a big game. Ipswich Town in the Premier League again for the first time in 20 years, I believe it is. And of course, they'll be excited for this. But are they close enough to Liverpool under Arne Slot? Of course, not many signings. Jurgen Klopp did leave. But Mo Salah has done really well in pre-season. Well, not great. He's been rested, of course, not playing in the Euros. You've got the likes of Alisson in goal. But Omari Hutchinson of Ipswich Town, he was, of course, rejected by both Chelsea and Arsenal, and now he might make them pay in this Premier League season. And his first test is against Liverpool. Of course, Liverpool do have Ryan Gravenberch, Dominic Szoboszlai, Salah, of course, Trent, Alisson, Van Dijk. Of course, they have a very experienced squad, champions of the Premier League and, of course, the Champions League under Jurgen Klopp. But can they do it under Arne Slot? I don't think they'll win the league, but I do think they'll get off to a winning start. Ipswich Town 1, Liverpool 5. I do think it's going to be a heavy thrashing, but Ipswich Town, I do think, can pick up some points this season, but I don't think they'll stay up, and Liverpool are just miles above them. So yeah, Liverpool beat them 5-1 in this game. Up next, Arsenal taking on Wolverhampton Wanderers at the 3 p.m. game. Now, Arsenal, well, they've made a signing. And that's really it. Of course, they've signed Riccardo Calafiori from Bologna after his impressive season and, of course, stints with Italia at the Euros. Of course, Wolverhampton Wanderers, they have Mosquera, Hwang Hee-chan, Pablo Sarabia, just to name a few. Aït-Nouri. But Arsenal, of course, came second, 2 points behind a Manchester City side that absolutely dominated a few seasons in the past, four-peating the Premier League. And honestly, Arsenal should be levels above Wolverhampton Wanderers. They always get off to a slippery start. And of course, without a striker like Thierry Henry or Erling Haaland, they will potentially struggle again in the long run in the Premier League. But I'm going to go Arsenal 2, Wolves 1. It's going to be a close one, but it is going to be a Arsenal Football Club victory. Up next, it's Everton taking on Brighton and Hove Albion at Goodison Park. And now this could be a phenomenal game without the FFP, deduction of points. Everton would have finished 12th, which is really good for them. Brighton, of course, have, got a new manager, of course, in Fabian Hürzeler. He's very young, but of course he was assistant coach and then actual coach of St. Pauli, and he got them promoted up to the Bundesliga, and now he's found himself a big move over to the Bundesliga. Honestly, I think this could go either way, of course. Mitoma of Brighton is absolutely phenomenal. But Everton have strengths in this team. I'm going to go Everton 1, Brighton 2. I do think Brighton are just going to snatch the victory, but it could end in a draw based on both team squads. Brighton 2, Everton 1. The next game is Newcastle United versus Southampton. Now, Southampton, of course, I predicted them to finish rock bottom of the league. I don't think they've got the squad for the Premier League. As for Newcastle United, it was their first appearance in the UEFA Champions League last season. They were kicked out of European competition, I believe. I don't think they'll be featuring in anything like that, but maybe that will give them the better strive, of course, to only focus on domesticated football where they could be stronger than the teams that are playing in Europe. I'm going to go Newcastle 4, Southampton 0, because they love running out with a victory. Nottingham Forest take on Bournemouth at 3 p.m. and now Bournemouth have lost their star striker of last season, Dominic Solanke, and they could actually be battling relegation if they don't get off to winning ways. And Nottingham Forest, of course, will probably be doing the same, battling relegation, just like they were last season. I do think this could go either way, but Bournemouth, even without Dominic Solanke, are stronger than Nottingham Forest. I'm going to go Bournemouth 1, Nottingham Forest 0. It's going to be a very staled game. And in the late kickoff is West Ham United versus Aston Villa. Now, Aston Villa did well to get Champions League football against ahead of Tottenham Hotspur last season, but of course this will be added pressure to them in terms of games, and they won't just be focusing on domesticated football. They will have to travel European football with, of course, the new format, 4 home games, 4 away games in the group stages before a playoff if they need that as well. West Ham United, of course, don't have any European football to worry about, and they are looking very strong. West Ham United on paper could lose this game, but could win this game. Of course, they have Michail Antonio, Lucas Paqueta, Kudus as well, just to name a few. I am going to say Aston Villa do win. It's just going to be about 1-0 again, and even West Ham could score an opener and it go 2-1. But I do think Aston Villa will win this game as it stands 1-0. Moving on to Sunday's games, we have Brentford v Crystal Palace. Now, Crystal Palace, of course, sold Elise to Bayern Munich, but they still have Eberechi Eze, the England international, who will be lighting it up in the Premier League this season. They do have Edouard, who was lighting it up in the Olympics for France under 23s, and now Crystal Palace on paper are clear of Brentford, who may be looking at getting rid of Ivan Toney. Could we see the end of Ivan Toney at Brentford? This would be his first full season in quite a bit now. So I think Brentford will play well, but it will be Crystal Palace 2, Brentford 0. And the big game, Chelsea v Manchester City. Now, Chelsea have a squad of 44 players with 8 goalkeepers. They have more than 4 squads they could make to field a team on, Manchester City, Pep Guardiola, Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri, Erling Haaland, the strongest squad in not just English football, but world football. They are dominating it all. They've won 4 Premier Leagues in a row, and Pep Guardiola's final season, he wants to go out on a bang. Prem, FA Cup, he wants to win the quadruple. Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup as well. I do think they'll win this game. Will we see a goal thriller like we did last time? Cole Palmer, of course, could be getting those goals in, but I don't think it'll be as high scoring. I'm going to go Manchester City 3, Chelsea 1. I don't quite think they'll ever be near Manchester City in the league, and this game, I think there'll be levels behind them. And finally, Monday, 19th August, Tottenham Hotspur v Leicester City. I will be doing a proper preview of all Tottenham Hotspur games in a single video a couple of days before the game. That one will come out on Sunday, but it doesn't change my prediction. Leicester City 1, Tottenham 3. I do think Leicester City will be good enough to stay up this season and take some points from the top 6, and the top teams in the Premier League. But I think even at home at the King Power Stadium, Tottenham are just a little bit better in terms of squads. It will be James Maddison versus his former club. And of course, Leicester City have beaten Tottenham 5-2 before, where James Maddison scored a hat-trick. But Tottenham have beaten Leicester City 6-1, where Son scored a hat-trick off the bench. So I'm going to go 3-1 Tottenham, but it could be Leicester City 1-0 up in the start. But yes, guys, thank you very much for watching my video on Matchday 1 Premier League predictions. Let me know your thoughts as the 2024-2025 Premier League returns. I just want to let you know that the football show will be returning for this season. So that is for the 3 p.m. kickoffs on a Saturday. So I will be starting the show 30 minutes before that. So 2:30 p.m. UK time. I'll be doing a live watch along for this evening's game. Not this evening's game, Leicester City v Tottenham on Monday, and also Chelsea v Man City on Sunday. Thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video, which will be Leicester City v Tottenham Hotspur match preview. See you then. Have a good one. Thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section as well. Agree, disagree, or, not know. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.